When SpongeBob was hungry the next day, he headed straight to the Crab's Cantina. It was run by a friendly chef named Mr. Krabs in the sunken tugboat with a serving window. When SpongeBob got there, a bunch of campers were already lined up waiting for some delicious grub. Running around participating in camp activities all day was hungry work. At the front of the line, SpongeBob greeted Mr. Krabs, who was dressed in the chef's hat and an apron with food stains on it. "Hello, Mr. Krabs." "Hello there, plunger boy," Mr. Krabs said, taking SpongeBob's tray. Close enough," SpongeBob said. "How about a couple of Krabby Patties?" Mr. Krabs suggested. "Gee, thanks, Mr. Krabs," SpongeBob said. "Those patties are tasty." Mr. Krabs winked. "It's all in me secret formula. You should open up your own restaurant someday," SpongeBob said. "You can make a lot of money." Mr. Krabs smiled. "Oh, nay, lad. I'm a man of modest ambition. In the future, I doubt I care that much about money." He gazed off thinking about the future, the word money echoing his mind. He saw himself older in the restaurant, standing at the cash register, ringing it over and over again, saying, "Money, money, 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 money." Young Mr. Krabs said, piling more crab pies on SpongeBob's plate without even realizing it. "Mr. Krabs," SpongeBob said. "Money," Mr. Krabs repeated. "Mr. Krabs," SpongeBob said sharply. The chef snapped out of his momentary trance. "Oh, sorry," he said. "Don't know what got into me there. Enjoy your patties, lad, for free." Handed SpongeBob his tray and piled high with patties. Through the window, SpongeBob grabbed the tray with both hands and walked happily, eager to devour the succulent sandwiches with golden buns. Patrick was next in line. "I'll take 5, he started to say. "Be back, Mr. Krabs," interrupted. Slam! He did a metal covering over the Crab's Cantina. He raised it again. It was a sign that read, "1/4 patty, $1.50. "Here you are," Mr. Krabs said to Patrick. "1/4 patty with cheese." He quickly sliced away 3/4 of Patrick's patty. "Wait," Patrick protested. "What is this? What about my fries?" "And 1 order of fries," Mr. Krabs said cheerfully. He took a single fry and snapped in the severed pieces, which he dropped under Patrick's plate. "Now pay up." As Patrick strode away from the Crab's Cantina, looking for a good spot to sit and enjoy his Krabby Patties, he heard a voice say, "Hello there." He looked around but saw no one. The voice said lower. He looked down and saw a small, one-eyed, dark green creature standing next to a tiny food court. "That's it," the creature said. "Hi, I'm Plankton. Welcome to my Chummobile. How about a nice chummy nugget with jambalaya?" SpongeBob made an apologetic face. "Sorry, Plankton, but I just loaded up on Krabby Patties at the Crab's Cantina." "Of course you did," Plankton sighed. "Just like every other kid in this mud hole." "What's that? Crabs got that I ain't got, huh?" SpongeBob thought about Plankton's question. "It's probably the secret formula for the Krabby Patties." "Secret formula?" Plankton asked. "Sure," SpongeBob said, nodding. Then he got a brilliant idea. "Why don't you ask to borrow it? Mr. Krabs is very generous." He tipped his tray a little, showing Plankton the big pile of Krabby Patties Mr. Krabs had given him for free. "Say, Plankton." Hey, Plankton, that's a great idea. You should go ask him now." "I sure will," said Plankton. "Enjoy your meal, lad," he said to the boy. "Hello," Plankton called out from way down on the ground. Mr. Krabs looked around but didn't see who had spoken. "Heh," he said, shrugging. He turned away from the ordering window and went back to his kitchen. SpongeBob managed to climb onto the counter. "Here," he called. SpongeBob turned and saw Plankton. "Hello, Chef," Plankton said in his friendliest voice. "My name is Plank." Wham! Mr. Krabs flattened Plankton with the back of the skillet. "Ton," Plankton groaned. "Vermin," Mr. Krabs mumbled, thinking Plankton was some kind of sea bug. He hung the skillet on the hook with Plankton plastered on the back of it. "Jerk," Plankton growled. "If it takes the rest of my life, I'll get you back for this." Near the lake, SpongeBob had finally spotted a perfect place to sit down and enjoy his Krabby Patties. He was sitting on a log to take his first bite when he heard something, a small snail standing up at him. "Hey, little snail," he said. He gave the snail some of his food. The creature sniffed it, sniff, sniff, then happily ate. "What's your name?" "Meow." "Gary," SpongeBob said. "Meow." "Well, hi, Gary," SpongeBob said, smiling. "Do you want to be friends?" "Meow." "Me too," SpongeBob agreed. And that's how SpongeBob met Patrick, Sandy, Mrs. Puff, Gary, and all his friends at Camp Coral. His father had been right. SpongeBob had made lots of friends and memories at camp. He was one lucky sponge.